crap, I can't cut at all with it. So, what's got going on, buddy?
I don't know.
You don't know? Cleanup time. Quite the mess down here. The big old tree laying there, and just this whole corner has always been messy. And all those little trees standing there too. So my goal is to clean that out. Get the camera up here. There's a big old stump, which that's the tree stump. We want to cut all that tree up, somehow burn it, burn that stump, and then that's just trash we threw there. We're gonna burn anyway. And all these little trees here, all of this is supposed to go. So when we're done, kind of down into the valley up to the woods, all that's gonna be nice green grass. Let's see if we can make it happen. I don't know, this tree here, I'm probably gonna have to borrow a bobcat, and that thing's huge. Be a lot of cutting with my little chainsaw to cut that thing up and burn it. And then there's all that. That's some decent firewood, but it's a little too old. Some of these little trees I'm gonna have to cut down too. I'd like to keep some of the nice maple trees and let them grow, and then clean out the bad ones so there's room for the nice ones to grow. So, as I'm out here cleaning up, I split this tree in half, this part log, about 6 feet long. And it reminded me of how we used to do it when I was Amish. I just plain forgot. This piece right here, no. Oh no. Not allowed something like this. That was way too worldly, you could say. There's a trigger on it. So we would, to cut firewood, we would start with, me and my brothers would go down the woods and we'd look for trees that were falling down or were dead, and then we'd cut them with the two-man saw, one with a handle on each end, and, you know, back and forth, cut the tree over, and you take the team of horses with a chain around the tree and pull it up to a pile where we pile our wood on, and then we would cut it in smaller sections. And we still, the big tree we would use the two-man saw, and then there's a, we call it a bow saw, that's smaller. I use this little thing just for the fun of it, because it's kind of fun instead of starting a chainsaw. But there's some that are actually made to cut wood like this, but they're for one person. You just go like that, same idea. We would have to cut it in pieces to where 3 or 4 guys could lift it. And then after that, we would get, the community would come together. We have this big pile of wood, like could be 20 feet long and, you know, 4 feet high, 6 feet high maybe, and 10 feet that, with like a big pile of wood, but it's all long pieces because it's not cut into small pieces yet because we didn't have a chainsaw. So we had this saw, and I'm gonna have to see if I can find a picture anywhere online. You have a little diesel motor on a cart, and then you have belt going back with a shaft, and then you have a saw blade. Now, a saw blade, I mean, if you think of the little saw blade, like an 8-inch saw or 10-inch in a table saw or in a skill saw, make that 5 times as big. They also have those in the sawmills that are like, you know, way big. These were maybe 3 foot, about 3 foot in diameter. And then they would spin just like a table saw, and it's not that much different than a table saw. I mean, come on, it's just big. So then, you know, a few guys would grab this piece. This thing's kind of heavy, and they would carry it up, and the one guy would stand here and the other guy would do on the other side of the blade and he would push it, cut it, and the other guy would take it off and throw it on the pile. That's when we cut it from long sections to short pieces to put in our stove. And then we had to take a team of horses in a wagon and take it from that pile, haul it into the wood house, and then stack it up in the wood house to get enough wood to get us through the whole winter. So that typically we would stack the wood, cut it, kind of get it ready one winter, and then during the fall and the summer we would stack it in the wood house and it would be ready to burn. Maybe we'd do that in the spring and then be ready to burn the next fall. But the other thing was, on big pieces like this, I forgot we used to split them. We used to split the logs. So we had this thing called a wedge, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm gonna flip this over. Now, this thing splits really easy. I split it with a few hits with this thing. But some of them, I remember getting into like elm, I think it's the worst, maple, some of the oak. It's just, some of the stuff splits really hard. So we would start it with something like this. So then, I can just use this, but I'm just gonna show it. And we do that. And we would have a few of these. They were made out of metal and they were thicker. So you could pound that in there, get it started, and then you put another one here, you pound that in there, that would loosen this one. Then you take this, put it back here, and you pound it in there, just like that, until you got that thing. Because we would do them that were 3 times as long. Like they might have been, oh, I don't know, 15 feet long. And you split it just like that. So yeah, you can split a whole log. This one splits easy. And that is how we cut our firewood for the whole winter to heat our house and the shop. The hard way, no chainsaw. Oh yeah, I survived. I gotta say, I'm pretty disappointed. I just took this blade, this chain, and to get resharpened, because I had tried to sharpen it myself and it didn't work very well. I'm not that good, I guess. So, but it's crap. I can't cut at all with it. So I don't know if it has to do with the fact that I put it on backwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and try flip it around the way it's supposed to be on and see if that makes a difference. We'll see. I don't know, I doubt it, but it might make a difference. Let's try it. So I put the chain on right this time, so the sharp is backwards. Liam here just turned 3 and he wants to turn it on. So you want to turn it on? Okay, you got to pull this string up. Not going so well. You want me to help you? Okay, let's see if we can do it. Let's put it down like this. Okay, let's lock the chain. Ready? Okay, hold on. You gotta stand over here. I hurt your finger. This is just not a good idea, is it? I got the chain locked, so it won't go in, but yeah. You're probably gonna get hurt. Can I do it? Yep. All right. Got going on, buddy?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't need help.
You don't need help.
I'm just gonna cut it. Scissors cutting in half.
Gonna cut it all the way through? Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it through this.
Okay. For you who think, well, he's gonna get hurt, cut himself, maybe a little bit, but guess what? He's gonna be a man when he grows up that knows how to work, not a little wussy that's scared of a little ding dong and sitting around playing video games all day long. That's what I got to say.
I'm not gonna hurt myself.
You're not gonna hurt yourself. You see, you're smart, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to brag, I'm just saying this is better than sitting in a house watching TV. Who needs a chainsaw? Oh my god. Oh! Wow. I need. How do I. Get out of it.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm used to
Okay.
that stuff.
Oh my word.
Cut. So that's how much it burned. It actually looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Like pretty thin there, and then up in here.
Are you talking in the camera?
Yes, I'm talking in the camera. So burned up in there, and then I gotta show you the stump. We're gonna take some of this and I'm gonna cut out most of the rest of the tree actually. Burned in there pretty good. That stump was very wet.
That stump is wet.
Big stump is wet. Yeah. Hi. That's the pile of wood we got. Some of this is from just stuff that was laying around here, or small trees. There's still some over there that's not split. A little bit of the big piece left over. Still trying to burn that down because I cut into a nail when I was trying to cut it with a chainsaw, and that wasn't very nice. So we got somebody that wants a pickup truck load of this wood, so we're gonna load it up and get it out of here. So, oh hi. The other thing is this right here, down there where we're working, we could use some fill dirt. And you look over here, kind of hard to tell maybe on camera, but it's just a little bit too high here because the vinyl siding, you can see right here, the dirt comes up all the way to the vinyl siding, and it's not very nice right through here, whatever this is all about right here. So I figured we'll take the bobcat and just kind of scrape about 6 inches off this hill here. We can use that to fill in some of these holes that we got around here and wherever we need it. So let's get to it. Well, that's about as good as I can get it with the bobcat. It's not bad, but I guess I'll use the shovel and the rake. I'm debating if I want to bring the garden tiller out here. I might even try that. I don't know. Gonna have to even it out really nice yet. So, pretty nice though, and got some roots covered up here, and then up here I just gotta do the same thing. So, well, not a manual labor work starts. Straw time. It's got some thunder and it's getting ready to rain. If it hits, it might go north of here, but we're gonna get the straw on real quick and hopefully we can beat the rain. I got 3 bales of straw, and that's 1 bale. We're gonna need like, who knows, 10 of them. Let's boogie. I gotta unload the other bales and then get more tomorrow. I got 1 bale left. I guess I way underestimated how much straw it would take. I got 2 packs of it that was kind of shredded, and it did up here part of it, and then over here I'll show you, it did part of that behind the garage that I dug out, and then over here it did this part, and then down here I ended up spreading it just a lot thinner. I think I can make this 1 bale work. I just got to put it on real thin. It's been raining too, actually a little bit of snow today. So at least it's wet and it'll grow like crazy once the sun comes out. There it is. Looks so much better than it did. And then back here, that worked out really good. Just kind of knocked this down a little bit lower. The grass did not grow as expected. It's kind of funny as I'm editing the video. I noticed that. But first of all, when we started this, there was no leaves on the tree. Now it's completely green. And it rained when I was sowing the grass and putting the straw on. But then it got really dry. We got a little bit of rain this spring. And then for the last, been at least 2 weeks probably that it hasn't rained. And we have not been watering it like we could. But it just, we didn't end up with a nice green grass. I think that I did need more straw and maybe more grass seeds. I'm not sure. Eventually we're gonna have to kind of see how it goes this summer, and then possibly put some more grass seeds on it and fertilizer or straw, something to get it to grow better. And I want a nice green lawn there like it is up here. But there it is, all cleaned up.